Sakai.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my game show. My name's AJ Gills. How y'all doing? We are back with Ghost of Tsushima. Gonna be doing Ishikawa's quest chain here. I keep mentioning this, but really, after we do Ishikawa's chain, we've got nothing left other than the active tales. I think I found all the side stuff. This is the last character story that we have.
When I was your age.
Then we'll just race to the finish.
Tadayori Nagao.
You're the best archer we've ever had.
Nah, not even close. But I'm damn good.
And I'm grateful for it.
I love Ishikawa.
I was so dedicated to my study. I never made time for a family. Tomoe was to be my heir. Her crimes. I could not forgive her.
No samurai would.
I devoted my life to the bow. The life it gave me was remarkable. But the life it took from me. Family is more important.
Sensei?
Don't become like me. Don't let the ghost consume you. Hey. Tomoe is somewhere in Kamiagata. A last-ditch effort to rally the Mongols and restore her reputation.
If she's here, we will find her.
And end this. Yes, we will.
Okay, I think that might have been some of the best dialogue in this entire game, especially that line from Ishikawa where he's, don't let the ghost consume you, because it's kind of been something that I've been that I've been thinking about, whatever. Okay, what the hell is the gonna give me the objective? Apparently not. But yeah, it's something that I've been talking about in the last couple of videos, how this game really hasn't kind of decided if it's one of those, this is a story about a man who's thrown away his not morals, again, I think values and honor to fight in a way to win back his country, or a man who's being pushed by an enemy to become like them, but in the end will overcome that or fall to becoming just like the enemy he seeks to defeat. Something like that. Like that line that Ishikawa gave kind of made it feel like the latter. I guess in the second thing I said was kind of was just an expanded upon version of the first one. It's just, by now, I've said this before, it seems like Jin should have a pretty firm grasp of who he wants to be, specifically at that scene where he decides to forego his uncle, he poisoned the Mongols at the end of Act 2, and we move on to Act 3. That should have been that moment where Jin is solidified in. But even then, I keep harping on this. We keep seeing him have scenes with Norio, with Masako, where he almost says revenge isn't the answer. It feels like the time for him to say those things was before the end of Act 2, which we wouldn't have had access to these these tales before the end of Act 2. It just didn't work with his character. But after that act where he's slowly going to that brink, hitting that point where you have to ask that question. Is Jin going to fully embrace that and become like the Mongols? Or is he going to retain some semblance of himself and his honor? It's lines like that from Ishikawa where he says, don't become like me. Don't give yourself to an idea. Live, as a person, not the ghost. Or in his case, he became the bow. I know I'm kind of talking around some stuff, and I hopefully I'm making some sense here, but I think that is a piece of dialogue that should have been done, or was exactly right, and actually kind of gives you that sort of will he, won't he sort of vibe without making it feel wishy-washy. like I've said, like the last one, because the way they've been doing it in the past, or in the past couple of videos, Jin, it's like I said, just feels like he's hopping on both sides of the fence. This, what Ishikawa said, is it's almost like he's on the edge of a ledge. You know, he's at the edge of a ledge, deciding whether or not to jump, and Ishikawa's giving him his 2 cents on what he should do. You know,
I've got some good news.
yeah, it works better in the story, in my opinion. Again, hopefully that makes sense. Seriously, what the flip are we doing here? Okay, there we go. Sorry, I was looking for a... Oh, that's why. Okay. I missed the little marker. Sorry, that's on me. You know, I think I Googled it exactly what Legends mode is in this game. I thought it was well, it is multiplayer, but I thought it was like a competitive multiplayer thing. No, it's a 4-person kind of like class-based co-op game where you fight in legends and myths of Japanese mythology. Apparently it's also narrated by Uncle Iroh from Avatar: The Last Airbender, so some quality voice talent there. Still not gonna play it. I mean, it's interesting, but nah, I'm good. I like the mythology angle. It's just as soon as you say it's it's supposed to be a multiplayer thing, I'm like, yeah, I'm out. It is not for me. You know, if I can get philosophical again for a second, again, I'll always leave it up to you guys whether or not my philosophical ramblings make sense or of any, worth. I'll leave that up to you guys. But I find it interesting that Ishikawa's his mission chain, his side stories, whatever, I think are the most interesting out of Masako. I mean, Yuna's was kind of interesting, but even then, hers was pretty straightforward. So is Masako's, so is Norio's. Ishikawa's, well, yes, he has this goal of revenge, kind of like they all did, but his is I think the most self-reflective. I mean, Masako's had an element of it, but it felt very superficial. With Ishikawa's, his was very, I think, very ingrained deep down. I mean, you hear him, especially in that last bit of dialogue, where he talks about how he never had a family, how Tomoe was supposed to be his heir, how, he chose the life of the bow. Again, he had his original student, who then turned out to rebel. He then had Tomoe, who joins the Mongols and is not a good person. Every time he trains somebody in the way of the bow to be like him, it goes wrong. So it almost becomes a sense of self-deprecation of, I can't do anything right. I'm not supposed to have a family. Telling Jin to not become like him. Well, but in a way, Jin has become the apprentice, has become the student that he's wanted, has almost in a way become a surrogate son for Ishikawa. If maybe not son or nephew or something, if you get what I'm saying. It's, in a weird way, in this quest to right a past wrong, he has actually achieved the thing that he's always wanted, which is a student to carry on his legacy, his teaching. I'm not saying that Jin is going to become a master of the bow and go teach anyone, because, he has to start his family with Yuna, which, again, I ship that together. I really want to vomit anytime I use the word shipping in that context, but I'm a weeb, I have to use it eventually. It's like a bunch of dead Mongols.
Mongol convoy wiped out. By who? Burned the cart. Flaming arrows? All shot in the back. Probably ambushed.
seeing anything else to interact with.
Japanese
There we go.
Lord Shimura's men? Japanese archers did this. Likely a group. Unless Sensei Ishikawa has been here.
Please, excuse me, my lord.
It's a bad idea to sneak up on me.
I thought you were with the man who killed these Mongols. He was samurai, but older. An archer?
Sensei Ishikawa. Where is he?
He said he'd come back to my house in a day or two.
Why your house?
I have food, a fire. Whatever his business was, it seemed urgent.
It's possible he picked up Tomoe's trail. Where's your house?
Not far, but there's a storm coming, and I need to check my snares first. Then I can take you there.
Fine, I'll go with you. What's your name?
Matsu, my lord.
What exactly did Sensei Ishikawa tell you?
Nothing more, my lord. He wasn't the friendliest man.
Sounds about right.
I never talked to a real samurai.
War brings unlikely people together.
It's my chance to ask a really good question.
Don't mess it up.
What's it like to hold the power of life and death in your hands?
It's a heavy responsibility.
But you secretly enjoy it.
Only a monster would enjoy it.
That's not the answer I expected.
Hey, is anyone getting the vibe that maybe this chick is...
There! One of my snares.
I can't remember.
Quickly.
I
don't
can't
want to miss
remember
Ishikawa.
Tomoe's build, but I have a feeling like this is Tomoe without her mask on.
Damn. Empty.
And, you know, she's lying about meeting Ishikawa and all that.
I could never do that. So awful.
Maybe try a different bait.
My bait never changes.
What do you use?
The illusion of opportunity.
There's your problem. That only works on men.
This way, my lord.
I don't know. It's just the vibe I'm getting here, but I have a feeling this is actually Tomoe.
It's hard everywhere. I fled north when the Mongols came.
Alone?
My parents died when I was a girl. Been on my own ever since. Your family must be very important.
My uncle is Lord Shimura.
Wait. You're the one people talk about. The ghost. But you're not 10 feet tall with eyes like a demon.
Yeah, but the black armor and the mask, that doesn't tell you something?
No. But the stories frighten the enemy.
So that's it. It's just rumors and exaggeration?
To fight them, I've had to do things I would have frowned on before.
We all have. Look! They're stealing my catch! Drive them off, my lord! Please!
Wait here. They're starving. Hey!
Please don't hurt us, my lord.
That's not yours.
We are sorry. It's just a squirrel. We have eaten grass and tree bark for days.
Take it and go.
Thank you, my lord.
You let them escape! We thought dinner.
They were starving. And no threat.
Doesn't sound like the ghost I've heard about.
Not all those stories about me are true. The blizzard is almost on us. How many more traps do you have?
Just one. But it's farther away. No one will believe I talked to you. What's it like to be the ghost?
It's not easy, but I wouldn't change it.
No doubts or regrets.
Plenty. But I'll do anything to drive the invaders from our home. We should get back soon. I don't want to miss Sensei Ishikawa.
The last trap is just a little farther, my lord.
I'm getting a bad feeling about this.
Here we are. Hope we don't go hungry.
Yeah, there's some dead bodies.
Look at this! Dinner!
You got something?
We might eat like civilized people after all.
There's fish in there? The hell's that work?
The mainland? No Mongols, no war.
Plenty of
Somewhere I can
war.
start over.
Say you make it to the mainland. What then?
In Kyoto, I'll open a fancy inn. Learn to play the shamisen. Welcome the undying parade of beautiful men and women, while my servants rob them blind.
Sounds like Kyoto's in trouble. It's snowing harder. We should go.
Maybe your sensei will be waiting for us.
God damn it, again, I'm just getting a bad feeling about this girl. I don't know why. I still like my theory that she's Tomoe. I don't think I'm right. The longer this is going on and we're not getting ambushed.
The weather's getting worse. Stay close.
If I get any closer, we'll have to share a horse.
What was that?
Never mind. Keep going.
I also don't get why her trap caught fish. Seeing that it was, you know, on a block of ice, basically. I mean, maybe a rabbit went there trying to find water or something. Okay, I can understand that. Well, no, because that was the sea. That wasn't like a river or a lake. I don't know.
My lord! Mongols! Close to the house!
I'll deal with them. Stay back. Who will face me first?
You know, there's something I was thinking about in between videos when I was returning to the temple to see Ishikawa. These standoffs, I really never thought about how cool it is that the... Sorry. Never thought how cool it was that the developers had us, had us hold triangle to enter the, you know, the kind of standoff stance. To, you know, basically use the quick draw.
Tell stories about you.
Where's your house?
Not far. Come on.
You know, to enter the stance, to enter the quick draw stance, you hold triangle instead of tap triangle when you're getting attacked. It's not a quick. It's not a. I've seen games that have, you know, kind of like a would have you tap the button. And yeah, I mean there's a level of tension waiting for the signal to hit the button. But in this one, holding it is, in my opinion, I think it builds up more tension. The idea that you're actively doing something, that you're holding, you're tense. You're not sitting there waiting, you know, you're not sitting there kind of loose, ready to hit a button. You're actually having to tense up your hand to hold the button down and then release the tension instead of create tension. I think it builds up not just tension in the physical sense in your hand, but tension, the emotional tension, the psychological tension, to sit there with your finger on the button, waiting to release it to attack. I think it's a route I don't think a lot of developers would have gone with. I think a lot of developers would have had you press this button when they attack to counter. Instead, it's hold it and release to counter. It's like I said, it really builds up tension
But the way you killed those Mongols,
which I think is what they were shooting for in that moment. It makes those really feel and it just those
We're both
intense
survivors.
moments.
we have
Words.
darkness in us. If we didn't, we'd be dead.
Sensei Ishikawa said something similar. But it sounds more natural coming from you, Tomoe.
There we go. Called it.
Ishikawa always said, I underestimate my opponents.
I don't have an arrow in my back. Why not?
The Mongols turned against me.
After you trained them to slaughter our people.
A mistake I tried to fix. But I can't kill all my archers. Not alone.
You need me. And the sensei. But we don't need you.
I know where they'll attack next. We can ambush them together. You get a victory, I get revenge.
I'll talk it over with Sensei Ishikawa.
Jing, you can stay the night.
No, Tomoe. I can't.
Interesting. I actually expected there to be a fight between us.
Sakai, you have news.
Something like that. I spoke with Tomoe. She's hiding in the north. The Mongols turned against her.
If you saw her, why is she still alive?
Her archers are preparing a massive attack. She wants the three of us to wipe them out.
Or she needs both our heads to get back in the Mongols' favor.
She could have killed me, Sensei, but she didn't.
I have never been rewarded for trusting Tomoe.
I don't trust her. But we need what she knows. And I believe she needs our help.
Then she's a fool. And we finish this.
Jesus Christ, I had to come a long way for this. It's down here in the middle of the freaking map.
Sakai,
You have word from Tomoe?
the three of us will meet. Then she'll reveal where and when her archers plan to attack.
You think she'll tell us the truth?
We'll find out. And Sakai, there will be no room for error.
I came prepared, Sensei.
Let's go.
Where are we headed?
North of Umugi Cove. She sent word to meet at an old gambling den.
Might be a good spot for an ambush.
We have the advantage. The Mongols turned against her. She is desperate
Desperate enemies are dangerous.
because they are unpredictable. But Tomoe has two choices. Enlist our help or betray us.
It's weird seeing grass again.
What do you think?
She can help us wipe out her archers. The risk is worth it.
You're gambling with your life
She could have killed me in Jogaku.
and lost me. This way, she gets us both.
If she doesn't ambush us, we hear her out. And if this planned attack is real, we cooperate. After that, we'll deal with her.
She betrayed her people. She will answer for it.
Yeah, like I said, it's weird to see the color of the grass and environment again after being stuck up in the north with all the snow.
See her.
I have nothing to say to Tomoe.
You don't want answers? You haven't spoken since she joined the enemy.
Any chance of talking ended the moment she turned on me. We're getting close. Eyes open. We go on foot from here. Stay low. A lot of places to hide archers here. That's the gambling den.
No Mongols.
That we can see. Stop here. That outcropping to the right. I'll position myself there. Then you...
Ding! If I was here to kill you, you'd already be dead.
Damn.
Get over here.
Hey, you gotta give her points for style.
Not a chance.
Stay alert.
Sensei. Jing?
Always so sure of yourself.
The one thing you never had to teach me.
Your archers are planning an attack. Where and when?
Umugi Cove. Heading there now.
Why tell us?
The Khan betrayed me. I'm taking my archers away.
And if we don't help you stop them, they'll wipe out Umugi Cove.
I don't believe you.
Do nothing. And watch what happens. Damn it. The Mongols followed me.
Damn you, Tomoe!
And back over to sword. That's how you do a stab, asshole.
Do they seem like my friends?
Oh, cool. I never actually landed that triple stab. Oh shit, still one alive.
No more traps to play.
This wasn't a trap.
She fought back against the Mongols, Sensei.
To deceive us, so we lower our guard.
If I want to put an arrow in you, there's nothing you can do to stop me.
Enough! Umugi Cove could be under attack. We need to move.
Fine. But if Tomoe even breathes wrong, I'll put her in the dirt.
Both of you. This way.
I mean, she makes a good point. I mean, if she wanted to shoot you, she had plenty of times.
Won't make amends for your crimes, Tomoe.
They forced me to teach a way of the bow.
Did they force you to kill your own people at Fort Nakayama?
They were being tortured. I offered a quick, painless death. And the Mongols spared me. I won't apologize for surviving.
See, I think for once, they're finally providing me with a character that, you know, I don't really want to, or, you know, we can kill and I just go, nah, okay. I actually kind of like Tomoe. Maybe because right from the start, she was built, you know, to be kind of the enemy of this group. You know, I mean, with Masako, we were fighting, you know, this, you know, like, cabal against her family. It was interesting, but only up until the very end did we find out that it was her sister. So it never really built her as a very, you know, intimidating villain. Mix that with, you know, her reasoning for, you know, being who she was, kind of sucked. Yeah, I find Tomoe one of the most interesting kind of antagonists in any of these side stories.
If they see us headed for Umugi Cove, Tomoe's archers could be alerted.
Agreed. We should stay off the roads.
Cut through this field.
Hey, don't get me wrong, they're not as cool villains as Khotun Khan or what Ryuzo was,
I
but
told them to avoid
not
you.
bad.
I had plans for a dozen more camps.
I'm glad they ignored your orders.
I lost control. By the time we set up in Kushi, I wasn't in charge.
More ahead.
A lot more.
Take them.
That didn't work. Ishikawa hit him with an arrow right before I was able to. Oh, come on. That one crossed like right through that guy's throat.
You sound like Sensei.
Oh, nope. That's Ishikawa.
The trees at the end of the field. We can rest there, out of sight.
Tomoe, you said you lost control of the Mongols in Kushi, but a woman saw you there with them.
A woman you burned alive.
That was not my doing.
Not with your bow, but you trained for killers.
Most of the time, I convinced them to spare lives, not take them. Over here! Get down!
The Mongols are out in force.
They're hunting me. I thought I lost them.
Didn't think to mention that earlier.
I'm mentioning it now.
Wait here until nightfall. We can use the darkness to our advantage.
Will they attack the cove before then?
No. They'll position archers. Make sure no one gets out. Plan their slaughter.
Get some rest. I'll keep watch.
Sun's down. Ready?
Tomoe, you're in front. The sensei and I will follow.
So you can stab me in the back?
If the Mongols spot you first, we get out of sight and drop them. Let's go.
Stay close.
Don't let her out of your sight, Sakai.
I can hear you, Sensei.
Good.
As I said, I love Ishikawa.
King, you take one. I'll take the other.
More on the way. Hide yourselves.
Khan yagat tomod yekir bosnik mektekuyim. Tagoro, not there. Osodn, ende sonor serem steba.
On your mark, Sakai.
Don't miss, Sensei. One arrow, one death. You took that last one with the circling falcon shot, Sensei.
You saw that. You changed your form too.
I shift the right hand down, so when you release...
That's interesting.
Having a little conversation about shooting bows. Aw, it's cute.
We get in a fight here, your archers will be alerted. Start the attack before we reach the cove.
We can't risk it. What do you think, Sakai?
Follow my lead. Don't fall behind.
Just in case I need to snipe that guy. Pull up my armor piercer. Seeing that the bastard's got a helmet on. Apparently we scared off a guy. Oh, that was Ichikawa. What are we doing? Oh, we're trying to get through the bog. I thought I was killing everyone. I was not clear on the objective.
My archers.
The moment we attack, they'll retreat into town. Use it to defend against us.
Innocent people will die.
See the barrels in their carts? I'll circle behind. One flaming arrow.
Once you shoot, they'll be on you. If you stay back in the tree line...
I might miss. I need to get close. Let me undo the damage I've done.
Go.
You trust her?
I trust her desire for revenge. So that's how she stayed one step ahead of us. You taught her well, Sensei.
I know. Get ready.
Dead. Dead. Dead.
That's the last of them.
Not bad, Sakai.
Where's Tomoe?
I don't know. Was she wounded?
Tomoe!
Near the end of the fight, I saw her by the archway over there.
That leads straight into Umugi Cove.
If any Mongols try to retreat that way...
Maybe she gave chase.
Nah, she went to catch a boat to the mainland. Go start her inn in Kyoto.
Archers won't erase her crimes.
But she got her revenge.
Is that all she got?
She fought alongside us. That will mean something once we defeat the enemy.
Forget the Mongols. What does she want in Umugi Cove?
There's not much here besides thieves and cutthroats. Damn it, and smugglers.
There you go.
Oh, to get off the island.
You there!
Yes, my lord.
Did you see a woman run through here?
A warrior. She was headed for the beach.
This way!
I keep saying it. I like Tomoe. I gotta. She's pretty cool.
Played us a fool.
She helped save Umugi Cove.
The Mongols were hunting her. We gave her safe passage to the way off the island.
We're always one step behind.
But there's still time to stop her.
Wait.
Sensei Ishikawa, we have judged each other harshly, but the Buddha tells us that our greatest enemies can be our best teachers.
I am grateful for your teaching and for the chance to fight by your side a final time. I have been your student. I would have become your daughter. But the way of the bow is behind me now. What lies ahead? I am like an arrow shot from a bow. Who knows where the wind will take me?
It's over.
Maybe she'll reach Kyoto after all.
If she were anyone else, I'd say that's impossible.
We still have a war to finish. A home to rebuild.
I have no more lessons to give in this life, except one. Promise me, you won't repeat my mistakes.
I promise, Sensei.
Again, that was the best side story. That was the best conclusion. That was great. Oh, that's dope.
Don't get sentimental, Sakai.
That was awesome. The dialogue, the writing, the performances, god damn it, that was good. I'm glad I saved that one for last. That's a great lead in to the main story. Which, as I said, will be the next video. We'll
Let's get this over with.
okay. Yeah, like I said, next video we'll hop into the main story and probably finish off the game. I don't know how much more is left in the main plot line, but I'm pretty sure we're in the last mission or two, which we should be able to do all in one video and have our final confrontation with the Khan. Guys, thanks so much for watching. Social media is in the description. Like, comment, not already. Please subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned more next time. Till then, my name's HJ Gill. This is the Something Game channel. I'm out.